It's our time, son. Time to take flight, son. I'm blow fire out your mind, third eye, son. We are what they fear, son. Intellect in motion. And I pick the closed mind.
Yeah, so this video is just basically on explore, right? The use of the word explore when it comes to psychedelics. So I'm talking strictly about magic mushrooms, psilocybin.
I guess in exploring comes an open-mindedness and bravery, because when we explore, we don't know what it is we're going to experience or discover. It can be anything. The exploration side of psychedelic journeys is that very nature. I'm saying brave because anything can happen. Images, relived situations, and maybe just like plainly scary experiences can happen. So you need to be open-minded to the fact that whatever might happen and allow that state of exploration be.
Exploration. I used to love that word. I used to love that word when it comes to psychedelics, when it comes to magic mushrooms, taking journeys, and the whole idea of I'm exploring. And I think coming across probably other people that label themselves as psychonauts, which is, I guess, has that jump off in the deep end of psychedelics, right? You can classify yourself as a psychonaut if you decide to. But with calling yourself a psychonaut and then using words like explore, all right? So let me tell you, like, first, like, when you're having a journey, psilocybin journey, and you're going in on what I call more of a deep end, I guess something over 7-8 grams. So I'll say, depending on the strain, of course, and other factors, but yeah, upwards of that, 8 grams and up. It's already that's already intense. There's no way to gauge where you're gonna go or like really try to control or steer this journey. And exploring on psychedelics is like, that's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. In the attempts of exploring, we always push the envelope, right? Let me check that out. Let me see what this amount does. Cool, I'm just exploring. Oh, that was nice. Oh yeah. Well then, what happens after that? You don't want to keep on exploring the same dosage. No, because then that's not exploring, right? Because you already been there, yeah. I already know what 5 grams is like. I'm done exploring that. What's next? 6, 7, 8, whatever the case, and you keep on. You're chasing a whole other high. It's very different. Me going through, I'm talking about, I don't even know how much, countless amount of journeys now. Well, I'll say in the hundreds. Let's say that, give or take. Explore is not a word that I want to use. No way. Now when I think about the idea of exploring with magic mushrooms, I visualize or get the images of me being in the ocean. Being in the middle of the ocean, just there, trying to keep afloat with nothing else around, just a bunch of nothingness. Trying to stay afloat is hard in itself when you're out there with just nothingness and you're spazzing out. There's no way to center yourself or to control. Everything is going because you're just kind of in survival mode. You're trying to stay afloat in this supposed exploration. But when you think about that, that's not a pleasant experience. Being in the middle of the ocean, just stranded out there. It's not. It's it's actually scary, you know. And I definitely found it that way multiple times. To the point where, you know, this time, whatever, 2 years ago, it was like, yo, let's get ourselves set up. We're gonna do our own thing. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have whatever sacred medicine that we want on tap, because we're in control of these things ourselves. So it was like, yes, journey after journey after journey, you know, it was really going in. But shrooms is not the thing you want to do that with, though. You know, like, you know, we have a tendency to like approach all what's medicines, drugs, whatever the case, the same way. So like, for instance, like, you know, the world's favorite drug, alcohol, that is accepted everywhere. You know, it's like, yeah, it's alcohol is such a casual thing. You know, have alcohol whenever, yeah. Have it at lunch, have some after dinner, you know, have it daily, have it on a regular. You think that you should approach shrooms like that type of way? Like, no, you can't have shrooms on a daily. You know, not even talking about on a weekly. That's not something that, no, you do not want to approach it like that. You know, no way. Like, really and truly, like, doesn't matter if we're taking if we just say that we're consuming these things on a recreational vibe, you know what I mean, to open ourselves up, to have a good time, to let go, whatever the case it is. This medicine is like, it's powerful, so it needs time for your mind and your subconsciousness and stuff like that to just process what even happened. It's a reflector. It's a real reflective, introspective tool that like it continues to work long after you think it's done. Like, you think you're just going in like, yeah, I'm just here for these 5-6 hours. Oh yeah, cool. Like, no, days after, weeks after, you're still processing what happened, whether you know it or not. You know, so I think we all approach it maybe that way at first, and that's of course in our immaturity of it. You know, and maybe I'm thinking about it like this because I'm into this I'm into these realms, subconscious realms, science of the mind, you know, introspection of self and things like that. Maybe it's just that, whatever the case, but still, think about that. If you've been on it like frequently, on a weekly basis, like, space it out. Really space it out, like, and ask yourself, what's the purpose of it? What are you doing these things for? And when you're actually doing it, how does it feel? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you truly feel? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you having fun? Or are you getting the results that you want from taking this medicine? Or you just like, yo, as long as I see some visuals, a few visuals here and there, yeah, this is what I want, that's what I'm here for. But don't realize like all the other workings that's happening in the background as well. So I'm talking to you from definitely a level of deep experience with it, and being involved with a good amount of people as well, you know, and assisting in their journeys.